Welcome to Season 8 of The Grind. If you are new to The Grind, then I recommend you go and watch the other videos first, but essentially this is just a walkthrough / guide to the tech tree lines, and I'll be grinding down them in real time without any kind of big editing in between, unless it's to kind of just grind a little bit, which is going to be exactly the same every single game. For example, if I'm trying to grind the top gun on a tank and it's say 80,000 XP, I might just cut that bit out and then continue. But for the majority of the time, you are going to see every single game that I play here on YouTube in real time. So without further ado, let's go and get a tier 1, shall we? Now for those of you that aren't new, you will know that last season we went down the E5 tech tree and we are on Peasant Gaming FPS. This is the Peasant account where we do not fire any premium rounds and we use small consumables apart from food. And the only thing that I spend money on this account is to buy premium time, which is what I would recommend most people to do. If you're going to invest money into this game, invest it into premium time because that is what will give you the biggest return on your investment. The way that I do it and how I'd recommend most people to do it if you don't play every single day is to just get a surplus of gold. I usually buy around about 2,500 gold, and then I just buy a day of premium as and when I want to play the game. Either way, this season of The Grind is going to be going down the Jagdpanzer E100 line. Now, we have a lovely selection of tanks. And I do mean lovely because, to be honest, this isn't really going to be that much of a problem, like, grinding-wise. Especially, it's going to be basically irrelevant that I can't fire premium because they all have pretty decent pen as standard. The Stugs are very nice. They're not insanely good, but they are very nice to play. The Jagdpanzer 4 is probably the worst one out of the bunch, but you know, then there's a Ferdinand, which we'll get onto in a second. The Jagdpanzer's just a nice little middle ground. It kind of sacrifices some armor in regards to like the sloping because it's not quite good enough for higher tiers shooting at it, but in lower tiers it will just, you know, be very annoying to deal with. And then the Ferdinand, well, I mean, that's the Ferdinand, but basically everything can pen this tank because the cheeks here, either side, even if he's angled like this, I could still go ahead and pen this side of his tank. That is how weak the cheeks are on this tank. And then, of course, the almighty Jagdtiger, and then the Jagdpanzer E100 at tier 10. This is going to be good. But first things first, we need to go ahead and buy the good old Leichttraktor. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know if I have a crew or not. So we're going to purchase it without a crew to start off with. And you will realize that I have actually got enough XP to go ahead and get the tier 2. But we're going to be playing this either way. Let me just double check. I'm pretty certain this gun is better. I mean, it's 30 pen versus 40 pen. Like 40 pen versus 30 pen. It's not really... That's actually really interesting. It tells you the firing range. It doesn't tell you that on this. They should add that to every single gun. Well, I mean, the DPM is so much better on this one. Even though that, yes, you don't get as high damage, it should still be better. And we'll just go ahead and unlock that as well. The reason why this is on 0 is because I've got blueprints as I've been playing the game. And then you will unlock random tanks as you keep playing. Which is also a fun fact that my main account, I don't even need to actually spend any XP on grinding the British line because that is the only line I don't have. So as soon as I just keep playing, any blueprints I get go towards that because they can't go anywhere else. So I'm basically unlocking the tier 10 British mediums, wheeled mediums on my main account by playing any tank I want. Okay, do I have any crew members at all? Let us go ahead and go into the barracks and we'll go to recruits. I would kind of like to put one of these as the commander and then keep moving them up. So I think that's what we're going to do. There's a cat. I'm sorry. I have to go with the kitten. Look at him! Tiggy will be very happy. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is go to light tanks, go to tier 1 and become the commander. And then what we're going to do is put her in there and we'll recruit a new member. We'll do it. I have some credit, so we'll do it for 75%. I cannot wait until Wargaming actually make this. There's no like training of the crew. It's just 100% crew. That will be amazing when they actually implement that. And we'll go ahead and put some camo on the tank. What camo do I have? We could do this camo. Okay. Well, to start off with, the perks wise, we can get one more perk for free, which the thing is, I don't want to choose situational awareness because that's going to be, I mean, I could reset them. This is the only problem that you run into when you're doing low tiers and trying to train the crew up. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't actually matter. I might just leave that. Yes, I will leave this actually. So we're just going to leave that because we're only been playing a few games. I just need to get the mastery on this, which is the other thing that I need to do on this account. Because as you've seen, if you saw the last season, I have a mastery badge on every single tank that I've played. And I've also free marked every single tank that I've played besides the MO3, but we'll get back to that at some point. But besides the T6 medium, I have got the mastery badge on every single tank. And that is what we're going to be doing with this line. I don't have to free mark them, but I do have to get the mastery badge, at least before I can sell it. So for these like starting off tanks, there's no real like pressure of trying to get the mastery badge because I can just do that on stream. But for the higher tiers, then we'll probably get the mastery badge as we play it. Anyway, let's go ahead and play our first game in the good old Leichttraktor. Tier 1 gaming god. One day we may find a game. Anytime today, Wargaming, if you want. I'm not in a rush. I'm good. I have coffee. Look, 16 Mr. Cool mug. Yep. Got this on my 16th birthday. God, I'm old. It's alright. I look 12, so we're all good on that front. Although, by the time that this is over and I might find a game, I'll probably be about 34. Alright, screw this. I have a different plan. Now, I'm not sure if this counts as rigging, but I am getting friends to come and play tier 1, just so I will get a game. Does that make me a bad person? I mean, technically, I don't even need to play tier 1. I could go ahead and buy the tier 2 right now, but I want to play tier 1 for everyone to see because people actually, for some reason, enjoy watching at the start being tier 1. So, we're doing it for you. Don't report me to Wargaming. Not my fault there's no people in the queue. Come on, game. We have 5 of us ready for tier 1 gaming. Well, after about 20 minutes of searching and organising, we have a game. We're on Ensk. I've told them to play normally. This is not rigging. I had to find people to be able to get into this game. Okay, and we still don't have everyone. So, yes. This will be great. We are on Ensk. This is a nice standard battle. I don't even think... Wait, no, I'm not going through that way. We're going this way. Off we go. I don't even know if everyone's in this game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure... I mean, I know Jack's here. But... I don't know. I think everyone else is anonymized. I mean, I'm anonymized as well, so... Can you side scrape in this? Surely you can side scrape in this. This quality vehicle. Oh, we have spotted a tier 1. Death is on its way. I've done 85 damage. Yes, we are indeed gaming. Let's just move forwards. You know, tier 1 gaming is, well, it's something. It's definitely an experience. One of which that you don't really want to have for too long. Alright, we have 2 kills and 200 damage. We have I don't know what this guy's doing. I don't think there's any bots. Oh, I do apologise. This is Jack AFK? Did he not load in, or? I have not done really any damage, which is impressive. Oh, this tank's so dumb. We are slowly doing damage. All is fine. Oh yes, another kill. We've done 3 kills. Glorious victory. Ah, what an experience this was. This is not going to be an ace tanker, but yep. There's your tier 1 game. We have achieved victory, and we can do our favourite thing to do, which is apply. Well, there you go. There's your tier 1 game. It's just very strange that we had KKL members. We earned 86,000 credits profit, though. Massive profit. Anyway, now that we've done our game, and you've had your tier 1 enjoyment, I'm going to leave it there for episode 1. I will now go onto stream and probably get the ace on this tank and then move on with my life. Well, that was insanely wishful thinking by me. And I did, in fact, not go and get the ace on this vehicle because it turns out tier 1 is pretty dead, especially considering that there isn't really that many players playing it because there's no real incentive to play it because Wargaming gives you, well, I mean, if you're a new player, you can basically get a tier 5 all the way for free without really playing the game. So playing tier 1, you don't really encounter many people, which then leads to the problem of the game's not being populated. So you can't necessarily do enough damage to get an ace tanker in this vehicle. And also, tier 1s get matched up with tier 2s, and I am not joking with you when I say this, it is actually worse than tier 8 in a tier 10 game, because you have a problem with the tier 1 where it doesn't get a repair kit and you don't get equipment. A tier 2 gets a repair kit and gets equipment. It is not balanced. Not to mention that the guns that tier 2 have are far, far better than any tier 1 has. So yeah, the balance is all over the place at tier 1, and it is going to take me a lot longer to get an ace tanker on this tank than I initially thought. But oh well, I mean, what are you going to do? Anyway, we're going to leave it there for today. We will go ahead and buy this tank and purchase it without a crew, just so that we are moving up. But I'm going to probably get the ace tanker on this tank, and then we'll record the next episode with the Panzer II. And there is a lot to unlock on this tank. So hopefully the next episode should be a bit more action-packed, because this was quite low on the gameplay level. And I will probably go onto stream just to try and get games to get the ace on this, because I don't know how we're going to get the ace, because half the time the games are not even there. And I want to keep the crew in this tank and then move it up. Just because then I can just get rid of this tank afterwards. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're excited for this season of The Grind. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.